What's up, Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so let's jump right into your June reading. So let's see what's going on. Now, this will be a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Whatever comes out, comes out. It doesn't necessarily have to be love or life or finances. Let's just see what the cards want to show, okay? What is going on with the sign of Pisces? Just move my mic. Okay, with the sign of Pisces, June 2018, past, present, and future. Just move my phone. I feel like I have so much on my desk. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So the energy that we have here is the King of Pentacles. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That's going to be very important for you in this month. This could also be somebody that is very good with money, somebody that is financially very sound. They're very business savvy. Also somebody who's very grounded, you know, a family sort of person. And some sort of imbalance that comes through that, and something that you guys have to walk away from, something that you were emotionally invested in, that you just decide, you know, you have to release the burden of whatever this is. All right, now going into your past, the first card that we have is the King of Wands in the reverse. So, you know, first off, this could be a playboy. All right, this could be somebody that is a good talker, but not very reliable when it comes to areas of love. This could also be, you know, if it's within work, a boss that is abusive of their authority. All right, somebody that's usually naturally very powerful and creative and does things from the heart and passion, but, you know, in a shadow element. So let's see why this King of Wands in the reverse is here. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which could be an inheritance of money, a raise, a lump sum that you get, or something that just makes you feel very good and abundant. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something here that may make you feel very good, but something that you have to keep very guarded as well. So maybe it's, you know, because all of these energies are transferable. So for some of you, maybe you are indulging in a temptation, but it's something that you have to keep to yourself. Okay, but could definitely be a third-party situation here, or just an uncomfortable social situation that you know you eventually have to remove yourself from. Okay, and we have the Page of Swords. So this could be the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. But this is speaking to someone in a very clear and concise, you know, no bullshit sort of way. Why is this Page of Swords here? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So something very good that comes out of just being straight with someone. And you have a Lover's card in the reverse, which is interesting. So there could be a fallout that you have with a person, with a job. This could be intimate. This could be a friend. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, there's something about this that is really good that could work to your advantage. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse as the next card. So there's a lot of reckless energy here. There's something that you have to cut off, but somebody is pissed. All right, you're talking to somebody, and there's just something that's being given up on. There's something that you guys see as unstable, chaotic, something that you don't have control over. That good things come into your life once you drop it and let it go. Why is this Knight of Swords in the reverse here? Chariot in the reverse. Moving forward with something very quickly, but not feeling like you're in control of it. Feeling like things are all over the place. And you have the Queen of Swords. So, again, it could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or this could be something, you know, especially with the World card here, that you're telling yourself, you know what, this is bullshit. I can't do this anymore. I have to cut this out. So something that you guys may decide to cut out, you just don't want to deal with the crap. And you put a high wall up against it, okay? With the World card, a chapter of your life that is closing out, but something beautiful that you're going towards. So, you know, I see something that you guys are ending or leaving behind or a change, but whatever you're going towards, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is going to be an amazing new start, especially with the World card. Now, in the present moment, you guys have the Tower card. So this could be a good change. This could be a bad change. It just means that there's going to be a 180 with something that you guys are dealing with, but something that, you know, will shake the ground beneath you. Why is this Tower card here? 10 of Swords. Okay, so it could be a harsh or abrupt ending where somebody here feels betrayed. And you have the Justice card. So guys, this is definitely a karmic situation, and it's going to be different for every Pisces, because there's going to be some Pisces that have been getting, you know, the short end of things, and now the tables have turned, and now, you know, karma's doing its thing, and you guys are getting out of it. But some Pisces, if you guys were in a lower element where you could have caused pain to people, or you did things that were kind of shady, this is where I see that karma could kind of come back around. So it just depends on where you were prior to, okay, to all of this. But you have the Two of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So at minimal, there's someone that you could really be arguing with, okay? Something that you just feel like you put so much time and effort into, you didn't get what you wanted. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn who is just being super stubborn. That is, you know, I don't know if you guys, I'm a Taurus myself, but if you guys are friends with any earth signs, you know that we're difficult as fuck when we're really mad, and we can get super petty, and it's annoying, and I'll admit it, okay? But there's something that you're seeing for what it is, and there's something that you felt trapped in before, but you're coming out of that, okay? So the next card here, Five of Cups in the reverse. Anything that was causing you sadness or loss, you know, you're starting to get through that. You're starting to get over that. It doesn't feel as heavy on you. And you have the Hanged Man. You don't want to fight, okay? You're just going to let, you know, if there's things in your life that have to be let go of, you're going to let go of it. If there's something new that you want to get to, as long as it's something that you aren't overexerting yourself or, you know, swimming against the current in an excessive way, then it's something that you're going to go towards. All right, and you have the Six of Swords. So there's something that you guys are moving away from. It could be a literal move to, maybe you're moving house, maybe you're moving jobs, maybe you're moving, you know, where you live or the town you're in. But whatever it is that you guys are moving away from, it's not something that's done, you know, very rash, or it's not something that's done in a chaotic way. With the Hanged Man, and if you guys haven't seen the Fool's Journey, for just if any of you are interested in, you know, learning tarot, watch the Fool's Journey. But you know, when you have the Fool card all the way up to the World card, there's literally a story behind it. So when you get to the point where you're at the Hanged Man position, you know, this is someone that has gone through a lot in life. They've had their heart broken. They've gone through betrayals. And they're at the point where they kind of just take a step back, and you kind of take like that Buddha aspect where it's just like you're zen. If someone's giving you shit and yelling and arguing, you're like, you know what? You're good. Just go argue with yourself in a room. I'm not part of this anymore. And if it's something that you feel you have to overexert yourself, you're not going to do it. Because you guys are in a place in your life where it's just like, you know what? I don't want to fight. What's meant to be will be. I shouldn't have to bend over backwards and come out of a place bruised and bleeding in order to get something that I want. That's just not rational. So you guys are in a place where you're going to have that calmness in your soul, where you know if something is for you or not, okay? And with Pisces, I tell you guys, I love you guys because of how you think, how fluid you guys are with your thoughts and your emotions. And I know that, you know, other signs will bitch and say, oh, they could be very emotional, or they can be this way or that way. But I think that's beautiful. I think that being able to understand one's emotion and be vulnerable is one of the most powerful things that a person could be. So you're at that place where you know what you want, you know what you're willing to do to get what you want, and there's a certain limit that you're not going to pass. All right, you have the Two of Pentacles. So your main focus right now is, where is this balance? And at what point do I stop to find it? Okay. Are you in your head about something? Possibly. Are you worried and anxious about something? Possibly. Are you going to overexert yourself and make a fool out of yourself? Absolutely not. We have the Nine of Swords coming out again. Okay, so your main concern right now is, how do I find balance in all of this? How do I do this in a way that I'm not going to hate myself or hate myself for the decisions that I'm going to make here? King of Cups in the reverse. Now with this card coming out, for some of you, maybe it's this, promiscuous energy that's around, whether it's you or someone that you're dealing with. But there's this sense of someone very powerful who's being thrown off by something. Okay, somebody that has the potential to be at their highest potential and element, but there's something that's slightly holding them back. Okay, this is a good talker. This is someone who's very charismatic. This is someone that people really, really love, but something is fucking that up. Okay, whether it's a third-party interference within love, whether it is, someone that is maybe not on course with what you want to do in life, but there's something that's throwing you guys off a little bit, but your main concern is, how do I find balance without looking like a fool, But there's something that you have to stop working on in order to build something that you are truly wishing for. Regardless of what's happening here, you guys are going to have a lot of change. We have the Death card, but with the Death card, something must die or end in order for something new to start. All right, the Death card is not a morbid card. I'm actually, I'm excited every time I see that card, because that means we're turning a new leaf in life, okay? And I'm part of this with my Pisces Moon, so this is always very interesting. Now, moving forward, guys, the first card that we have is the Magician. So you guys have, you're in a place where you have 100% ability to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. Okay, so let's see why this Magician is hanging out here. You have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so maybe an idea that you don't see going forward, someone that you may have been speaking to in a passionate way, you're no longer that passionate about it, or something that has yet to come off the ground. This could also be something that involves a lot of rumors and a lot of pettiness, things like that. And you have the Six of Wands. Honestly, guys, there's some sort of come up that's happening here, something that you feel good and proud about. But with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I know that, the first thing we're going to assume when we see this card is a third-party situation. In this case, I don't necessarily see that. For some of you, it could be that. For others of you, you have a lot of shit talkers around you. You have people that are bothered by what you're manifesting. Okay? And, the thing about, just a general energy of Pisces, and I know it's going to be different from person to person, but the reason I feel like this might piss someone off so much is because, for the most part, you guys have that quiet and delicate energy when it goes, when it comes to just bringing something into your life. Okay, so I feel like this is something that you did quietly, you did it in a Zen way, you kind of went with the flow of things, and it's just like, bam. I feel like people were sleeping on you, to be honest. Okay, I feel like there's people that didn't see this happening. So now you got a lot of shit talkers. So now you're in a place where you're making something happen, whether it's a dream or a move or some sort of come up in your life. But you have a lot of negativity around it. Okay, if you really want to know who your true friends are, become successful. Okay. So let's see why this Devil card is here. We have the Eight of Cups. So you turn your back on it. You realize that someone is toxic for you. You realize that there's an environment that's toxic for you. And you don't have time for it. Temperance card in the reverse. Your soul is not at peace with this. And that's something that I personally never understood. This world is so abundant and so giving. And we're all human and we all do it, but personally, I think it's the dumbest shit in the world when somebody is jealous of somebody else's success. It's like there is no monopoly on success. There is nothing that says, hey, if this person made $1 million, you no longer can. There's only one spot for that. No. You can literally do anything that you want in this world. So if you're upset with someone who's successful, that's just your insecurities that are coming out. Okay, that's you comparing your journey to somebody else's success. If somebody's on chapter 40, how can you compare your chapter 15 to their chapter 40? We all, we all develop in different ways. But my biggest belief is that every single soul on this planet has something specific that needs to be done. Okay, that only you are going to be able to have the key for that. Whatever it is that you're meant to do, you're not going to have competition. Okay, yeah, maybe you open a bakery and there's 3 bakeries down the road, but it doesn't matter. It's just the way that you carry yourself. It's the way that you go about things. Okay. And it's kind of like with tarot. When I do tarot, a lot of people say, who would you suggest, that who do you like? And I'll tell them, and they'll be like, I'm surprised you told me. Isn't that competition? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Because you're in a community where there's just a lot of light workers, and everybody has such a different light. And I wish that there was more light workers. I wish there was more spiritual counselors out there, because just with the experiences that you've gone through in life, you're going to attract different people. And there's not one person that has had the same journey as you. We've all had different, glitches and different paths that we've taken. So there's no one else that could tell the story that you're going to tell. So there's something here that you guys are manifesting, something that is so powerful, but someone's not with it. Okay? So don't let their insecurities or their fear of your success stop you from doing something that's going to be powerful for you. Okay? You guys released the burden, which was the best thing to do. All right? You have the Judgment card. So you took a step back and you told yourself what had to be done. All right? You have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. You have to make this call, and I feel like it's painful for you to have to walk away from, whoever you walk away from. But you want to be strong, self-sufficient, independent, and powerful on your own regards. And if there's anybody that's against that flow, you know that you have to let them go. Okay? And sometimes that's a painful thing to do. Because there's so many people in this life that we love, right? But if they don't see our success, if they don't see the top of the mountain that we see, you kind of have to put that on the back burner, because it's only going to be dead weight. It's only going to hold you back. All right? But again, you guys are still releasing a burden. All right? So Pisces, let's get some cards of advice here. I know I usually pull Earth Magic Oracle cards, which I have here, but I just want to take a different spin on this. Okay, get more acquainted with these decks here. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see what these cards are going to show in regards to advice for you. Something needs to be dropped here, because it's getting in the way of your success or your come up right now. Okay? So what's burdening you? Who's making you unhappy? Because it's just not a good idea. It doesn't make sense to leave them in your life. Okay? So wherever you go that your soul is not at ease, it's not something that you guys can afford to have with you right now. Okay? So what are you going to do? Knight of Swords. And I love this energy, because this energy is going to come up anytime there's bullshit that needs to be cut out of your life. So there's something that you guys are working on. There's something that you guys are really going to excel in. But whatever troubling energy or burden this is, you can't have both. You can't have the best of both worlds here. So even if it's painful for you to have to drop this part of your past, at least for now, you guys have to do it. Okay? No person is worth becoming less successful than what you could have been. okay? Anybody can get up and walk away from you, but your money won't, all right? So you want to make sure that you're good on your own, okay? Because you're never ever going to be mad at yourself for coming up or for becoming successful. So just make sure that right now, nothing or no one is on a pedestal other than you, all right? Pisces, I love you guys. If you guys do want a personal reading, I will leave my link in the description below, highvibrationswithliz.com. When you guys go to my website, there's a link right on the homepage. Just allow it to load. It says click here to get a reading. That's where you'll see all the prices and all the descriptions for the readings. I know a lot of people ask me, where on your site can I find it? Click here to get a reading, okay? Other than that, if you guys have an iPhone, I am on an app called InstantGo. So with that app, you guys can call or text me a question, all right? And we can talk right on the spot, okay? It's slightly more expensive than going through my website, but you reach me immediately, all right? I love you guys. Good luck with everything. I will be back with some love afterwards. Take care, guys.